Hi, Pat Gallagher again. You know, I'd like to show a couple more techniques with using the two-handed method. And one is using it for a border knot. And yes, I do use a ruler when I'm laying out a nice page. But you know, I'm kind of lazy and I just use the width of the ruler usually. I have a number of rulers that have different widths for different situations. But we'll go along here. In my layout of a page or something, I usually use a red pencil or something like that to make a background color there. You can tick mark off different lengths, different things, but then we switch to now remember we're using two of the same color. So I'm going to be going around and filling up this border. So I usually start in the middle somewhere, start working my way around. Let's have a point here. Okay, you know, sometimes this technique works better than others, depending on how you feel that day. You can always go in and polish them up. For the people who are very posteriorly impaired, this technique can be kind of aggravating because there is a free style to it. Now when I want to go across the center, I usually just bounce and then bring the line back that way. And then you can end off here. You don't need to come all the way back. And then I notice it's a little open on the top here. So I might bring a couple more in here and also end with a little curlicue. Now you can then take advantage of this and perhaps, you know, make an animal here, a couple smiley little faces. Can add things to it. Down here we could have the feet. And then of course you would go in, you know, and start your knotwork pattern using the under and over technique as illustrated by George Bain. Now I'll do a little bit here so we can get a sense of how neat this is. Now one of the nice things about Celtic art too, you have these little things, sometimes you can put these little dots in there, like I left that open space there. So I just put a little circle there. Now you'll notice that I am doing the unders and overs, the insides and the outs at the same time as I'm going along. So we go along here. Oh, there's a little space there. I might want to put a little circle there. Now the circles in the symbology of the Celtic art are usually the bubbles of creation. So they certainly can be sprinkled out over there, over the project. So, oh, I broke out of the line there. I've never been one to stay in the lines. And this art form, you know, has a tendency to make you want to stay in the lines. But it's also about freedom and expression. So you won't want to be a slave to the lines or the layouts there. So you can kind of see how that all worked out nicely. It makes for a beautiful knot. Now in the center here now, of course, maybe we might want to make another beautiful pattern. And then get in there and also do all the unders and overs as we have seen in the previous lessons. Now I tend to, when I'm demonstrating live, to cut short doing all the unders and overs and everything, because sometimes, you know, to do it properly, you have to concentrate and you could spend a couple hours on it. And if you ever take one of my classes, you'll find out how long these actually take, because you know you want them to be more accurate and, you know, personally expressive and all of the above. But here's a center one there. So now we have a nice centerpiece. One of the future ones that we'll do, we're going to start doing the spirals soon, which in the ancient times the Celtic knotwork enclosed a lot of the spiral design. So, you know, we'll have to start doing some of those. And then, of course, coloring it in to hide the pathway. Okay, so there's a two-handed border style.